So Bezvoi recently sent me out this water flosser, and today we're gonna do a super quick unboxing, but mostly focus on all of the settings that come on this thing and just go over all the features. So let's just get straight into the unboxing. All right, so on the side here, it shows us all of the modes. So we have strong, normal, soft, pulse, and point, and it shows you the pressure range and the battery. And it also gives us the size of the tank and the PSI. All right, so immediately it looks like we have some tips that are wrapped up in the plastic. It's basically everything that comes in the box. I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap all of this and I'll be right back. So here's everything that you guys get. You have the main motor slash tank. This is gonna be where you fill it up. And then this port right here is that USB-C for charging. And this is waterproof, which is why they have this little plug for the USB-C. So the water tank looks like it twists off. So just like that. And then you guys could take out the tank and clean it, do whatever you need. And then this is a way to make sure that the tube is always gonna be at the very bottom, no matter the angle. And I've had some of these water flossers struggle at certain angles, so I'm really curious to see if that helps. Then to lock it back up, just give it a twist and you should hear that click. All right, so it looks like we get a bunch of different nozzles here. These look very similar. I'm not too sure if there's much of a difference besides the angle. Looks like these might have slightly higher pressure because of the tips. We have a tongue scraper, and this is one of my favorite attachments. Another higher pressure tip, you could tell because it's really narrow there. And then these over here look like the same ones as the beginning. They do give us a USB-C for charging and a user manual, and that's everything that you guys get in the box. Let's go ahead and test this out. All right, so let's put a nozzle on. All you have to do is just press down and then it locks. And then to take it off, you have a button right there, and it's as easy as that. So super simple to replace those. To fill it up, we're just gonna twist that off again. We're gonna fill this up with water. I sometimes like to use distilled water instead of tap water. It just kind of depends on where you live. And now we're just gonna twist this back on until we hear it lock, and we should be good to go. Now remember, you guys could also fill it up from here as well. That probably would have been easier actually. All right, so I think it's about time to power this on. Let's go ahead and see how powerful it is. We have different modes here, obviously. So this is like doing a burst. Let's change it up. That's really powerful. Some of the modes are more gentle. As you guys can see, this one's not too bad. This one's more constant. And you probably could see all of the mist everywhere. This is more constant, but more powerful. And now we're back to these burst modes and some other massaging modes. All right, so next up, I'm gonna do a quick test myself and see what the pressure is like and see if I could handle it. So I did put it in the mode that I want, so hopefully it remembers it. I guess we'll find out together. Let's give this a try. So it did remember the mode, and I do have to say that tickled a lot, but I could definitely see how this would be really helpful getting in between your teeth, especially back in your molars. If you guys have a permanent retainer in your mouth like myself, this is super helpful for that. And then don't forget that you guys have different attachments here, and some have a greater angle. And so the ones with the greater angle are gonna be even better to get in here. So anyways, I'm pretty impressed with this water flosser. I love that it has a bunch of different modes and tips, and it's also not too powerful. If you have a sensitive mouth like myself, I think that this is a great option because you do have those lower power modes, and overall it's just pretty easy to use. Anyways, that's it for my super quick demo of this water flosser.